person who was hired Maria Teresa back in 1993.
It says we're live. I put it for anyone, so my channel under what's live called Maria Teresa.
I was privileged to be able to work with Maria Teresa for a number of years. I have to tell you, the first day I went to work after we hired her was one of the hardest days of my life. And then I came back at the end and everything was in order and the baby was great. And that was part of a beautiful relationship.
Anyone should be able to see this.
Unfortunately, ended soon. I wanted to tell a couple humorous things about Maria Teresa.
I think
example,
Alexander is just live streaming it on WhatsApp. I'm going to stop.
And at that time, my son Bryson hated cilantro, and we desperately tried to get her to make pasta without cilantro, but she'd say, "But that's the nanny special." Deal with it over the years. Also very fortunate that we hired someone who loved children. They were having. She organized our children. She organized our lives, and then after Bryson went to Escondido, she became an aide at Escondido, and while there, I think started hatching this plan of running her own. She went back and got a degree so she could launch De Palo Alto, which we're very proud of. And I will always admire her both for two things. One, her amazing organization, getting people on schedules, how that kept the kids from ever melting down because she had them so well organized. And also how she progressed in her life. She came in, she started as a nanny, she graduated to being an aide, and then business. And Sky and I could not have been more proud of her to see that.
Great, someone that we all know. Just a couple words. I'm just going to toast Maria Teresa very briefly. So all of you, violin music is played, and then the music is going to stop, and then we're going to hold our roses up and toast this woman we love so much. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. But just a few words before the special rose bucket bearers come up here behind me. I was thinking about, like the Renzer family, we had the privilege of having Maria Teresa be a gigantic part of our life. She was part of our family for about 18 years. We overlapped with the Renzers. I met Maria Teresa and helped me with my family. And she looked at me and she said, "Senora Jane, you really don't know who I am." And I was so startled by that response because about living with our family and helping me after school. And I said, "What do you mean? Who are you that I don't know?" And she looked at me after a long pause and she said, "I have a World Bank, not a World, I have a World Cup bank account." That was her response. So what that meant was she had to explain to me that there were these periods of time where she disappeared to go to the World Cup, that she painted most of her body like the Colombian flag, and that she wanted to make sure that she only disclosed to me who the full Maria Teresa was. And you've heard many things about Maria Teresa. Anybody who's here today knows that she's probably one of the most vibrant people you all have ever met. And she's right here with all of us right now. She was generous, she was kind, she was loving, as Hillary alluded to, and others, Tata and Wama, and everybody at Amigos knows that she always showed up. She made sure the trains ran. She made sure she knew who you were, where your child was, and what needed. And Leah. And she brushed their hair, she packed their suitcases, she traveled. She held it together. And this is the rest of her family here. She held Amigos together. She held her families together. She loved all of us profoundly. And before I lose my white roses, they are a symbol of her beauty, of her passion, of her vitality, and of her love for all of us. Your families, you as an individual, your children, every little detail about you, she loved and cared about deeply. And she loves, as you all know, this beautiful institution of Amigos de Palo Alto, and this one, and helps allow children to have beautiful Spanish in their lives, whether it's Colombian Spanish or Mexican Spanish or whatever. kind of Spanish makes sense. She had compassion, even though, as Sky said, she wanted to make sure your kids all learned some Colombian Spanish. She was very tolerant to all the different varieties. So there's going to be beautiful music now, and as you get your rose, let's just hold Maria Teresa in our hearts.
Thank you, Jane.
Thanks on the thing. There's another big piece of this thing. A new one going.
Yeah, things like that happen with the internet.
Good thing to punch that one.
Yeah, I have another friend who requests me to connect him, but I can't connect to people.
Taking off.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I would do that.